Kalala Hawala Yawasham Rasha Basham Kakarash. I don't understand apostles and the letter great Lord still that will and teach well peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners of this vision, the sweet and true, and in sincerity and brother man after that. Yeah, tell me that should be a short one. Right? It says the Russian warships to arrive in Havana next week but pose no threat, Cuba says. This is an article from June 6th, which was what, 2 days ago, I believe. Right? It says Cuba said on Tuesday that Russian warships would arrive in Havana next week, but that the four Navy ships carried no nuclear weapons and did not present a threat to the region. The visit corresponds with historical friendly relations between Cuba and the Russian Federation, and strictly adheres to the international regulations, Cuba, Cuba's foreign ministry said in a statement. None of the ships carry nuclear weapons, so their stopover in our country does not represent a threat to the region. The announcement out of Cuba comes one day after a US official told reporters that Russia had plans to send combat vessels into the Caribbean region, including to allies Cuba and Venezuela, to conduct naval exercises. Tensions between the United States and Russia have increased since Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine and Russian naval activity through routine in the Atlantic. Though routine in the Atlantic has ratcheted up because of US support for Ukraine, US officials said. The United States does not, however, see the expected arrival of a small number of planes and ships as threatening, but the US Navy will monitor the exercises, a US official said on Wednesday. The Russian ships are expected to arrive in Havana between June 12th and 17th, according to the Cuban statement. As it's on the article. So what it's saying here is that the sending warships are a friendly gesture, but they're not worried. They're not worried about it, but yet still they're monitoring the situation, right? But we all know how Edom is. Edom says one thing and does something else. You understand? So they might say it have no nukes on board. Might have it on board. We don't know. You understand? We can't tell for certain, but we just know the trademark of Esau. And we know he's a man that's go back on his word. Right? He can't be trusted. So that's why trust not your enemy. Right? The Joel 3, what's that, 9? It says, it says, proclaim this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your prune hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong. Yeah, because, I mean, just recently I did a video on Biden saying America is the only superpower in the world, which we know to be a false statement. That is a clear sign of his pomp. And there right now, currently, there's another article where it says he's going to meet the French president and as an act of pomp, which is pride. Starting to discuss the whole Russia-Ukraine situation, the Israel situation, so on and so forth. Going to have a parade for him. They're going to go to dinner and whatever and discuss whatever because they are long-time allies and so on and so forth. But that is part of the part of the pride. Because he thinks he's untouchable. He thinks he is the ruler of the so-called free world. Not knowing the kingdom coming to an end. Well, I mean, they have a sense that the kingdom is coming to an end. That is why they're doing things to try to maintain that control. You understand? But nevertheless, let the weak say I am strong. So all the other nations that they used to believe or thought they could have believed, now they're saying, within so. You understand? So you all send while you all sending support for Ukraine, we're going to go to other parts of the world and reinstill our basically consecrate the presence in other parts of the world more or less. Right? Saying, hey, we not afraid of you. You know, and I believe there's another article which says Biden gave Ukraine the okay to use US weapons to attack Russian bases or whatever the case may be. I had to get an article. Right? The Psalm 55 and 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. You know what? If I could say anything, we know that Russia is another tribe either. Right? To their trademarks. You know what I mean? They have subtle signs, they have they have subtle trademarks. Or traits. Traits. Is the word I want to use there. There are traits of Edom in them. They are Edomites. Right? So they could say one thing same way as the Americans do. And there's a whole different matter. You know, they could just say that but still have the arms ready at any moment. You know what I mean? So we just can't tell. I mean, they could say one thing to the media, which they always do, and nevertheless it could be a whole different story. You know what I mean? And the title war is in the air because, as I say, the tensions have escalated, and Russia has ratcheted up its presence in the Atlantic. So they're coming on this side of the world. They're coming in their how do you say it? They're coming to your backyard. Yeah, they're coming to America's backyard and China. I mean, we're not afraid of all, you know. We definitely not afraid of all, you know. I mean, all these things were prophesied. You understand? To happen. Alright? These Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they may not rise nor possess the land nor fill the feast of the world with cities. You understand? It says, for I will rise up against them, saith Jehovah of hosts, and cut off Babylon, the name and the remnant, and son and nephew, saith Jehovah. Yeah, and how he's going to do that? By the third woe. This third woe must come. You understand? America is Babylon the Great. You understand? He's going to use these opposing powers, these opposing superpowers, to obliterate the other. And when one thinks a claim that I rule of the world, Yahushai, it's Yahushai. You understand? Because the brother say we got next. Is our rulership next, you know? But nevertheless, that is more or less all I wanted to bring out on the article. So I hope it was edifying still to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. And with that, we say Kalalal, Muhammad La Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Krokodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth that push this word in truth and in sincerity. Once again, I'm Brother Malatazak saying Shalom.